A very good morning to all the viewers of QNews English with me, Vijay Rana, from our studios out here in Hyderabad, Telangana, along with Bharat. So what do we have here? A quick telecast, and today I get the opportunity to go live with all of you, but I'm sure the audiences will be on the lower side today because I could not stream since 5 days. Yesterday I did do a recording, but today I'm live with all of you finally. And we have our very own comprehensive Shanarthi Telangana out there. Let's quickly review the headlines of Shanarthi Telangana. And first of all, we see Gateway of India is in tricolors. And for what? The Indian Navy personnel during the beating retreat and tattoo ceremony. So Indian Navy is celebrating its tattoo ceremony out there in style at the Gateway of India, which is located in Mumbai. So just for those of you, the youngsters, Gateway of India, they might be knowing it, but just as a general knowledge thing. So Gateway of India is in Mumbai and India Gate is in New Delhi. And India Gate, both the places hold very, very special place, very, very, they are very, very special for India. Now moving on, we have Canada on hunt for Sikh smuggler. So a Sikh smuggler who smuggled cocaine from US to Canada he was being chased, but then he finally managed to fly back to India, surprisingly. So what were the authorities of Canada doing? They could not nab a person. He caught a flight and he is now in India. He got a flight to India. So they are now trying to nab him. They are trying to get in touch with the Indian government. He was a driver out there who smuggled cocaine. It was worth 80 kgs of cocaine is what he smuggled from the United States of America to the Canada. And Parliament security breach, terror charges invoked, and a very stringent action being taken by the government out there. These people, they came inside the Parliament, two of them, and they had smoke canisters with them. And their shoes were also specially designed to hold these canisters, and their intent was not to harm anybody, but the actual intent is yet to be known. They have been remanded into judicial custody, and also UAPA has been it's actually a act of terrorism. This has been considered as an act of terrorism. So the consequences or the repercussions of this act, what they did, is going to be very, very severe. They are going to be branded as terrorists. So moving on, we have as the session is going on in the Parliament, the opposition, 14 of the MPs were suspended yesterday. So imagine the kind of disturbance that was created during this session. It costs a lot of money. It is our money, taxpayers' money. So I request my opposition, to take a stand for us. Do not, get suspended. Please be there. Question the government. We want you to be inside the Parliament. Do not, lose this opportunity to question the government in the right manner. So, and this includes parties like TMC and AIDMK, not AIDMK, I think it is AIDMK, yes, DMK. DMK's Kanimoi along with the TMC's Derek O'Brien received suspensions, and there were many others also from the opposition parties. And why did they get suspended? Because they were asking Home Minister Amit Shah and Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address the breach, the security breach that happened day before yesterday. They wanted the reactions, but I think they will not be speaking on the issue unless and until they get to know the facts. So the agencies are trying to question. They will be not trying. They are questioning the criminals out there, the people who are not criminals, so to say. I cannot say that them. We cannot call them criminals as of now. But the perpetrators of the terror, they are being questioned by the authorities out there. So until the probing is over, and the actual cause, why did they do it, is not known. Prime Minister or the Home Minister might not comment on this. And 5G may interfere with aircraft signals. So India is all geared up, all set to have the 5G services launched, but it is causing disturbances, with the flights. There is something called as an altimeter, so that is going to get disturbed with the strength of 5G. So what are they doing to counter that? All the altimeters of the aeroplanes will be changed, or they will be modified. That's the solution that they need to opt to. It's going to be very, very expensive, because although it's just an altimeter, but imagine you have to open the entire the nozzle of the plane and then replace that altimeter. So it is going to cost a lot as well. Moreover, we also saw it was reported in the parliament as well, in Lok Sabha especially, UFO spotted at Imphal. So this incident did happen, wherein an unknown flying object was spotted in Imphal few days ago, and that has now been taken up in the Lok Sabha as well. And owing to which the air traffic was halted for almost 3 hours, as we could not identify it. So this happened at the Bir. No, don't get confused. This is not like an alien spaceship coming. This is not like a movie story. So please do not get confused with that. But then definitely it might be a drone, or it can be anything, but we could not identify as to what exactly it was. So that is what UFOs here stands for. And Manipur Raw, bodies of 64 handed over to the kins. So 64 bodies were handed over to the kins of the people who died in the violence that occurred in the month of May in Manipur between the Kuki and the Methi tribes, owing to which these bodies were still in the mortuary, and today they are being, yesterday they were handed over to their family members for the rituals also. And we can see in the pictures how devastating the whole event was. It was very disturbing to see everything. Moving on, we have WPI inflation spikes to 8 months high. So we recorded 8-month high of 0.26% was the increment for the food prices, and WPI stands for wholesale price inflation. So onion is going to be a little bit dearer going forward this month. Moving on, we have President Draupadi Murmu with ISRO Chairman S. Somnath. So a very interesting meeting out there, and ISRO is all geared up for their next mission to moon with a manned mission is what they have. They have planned already, and by 2040 the pilots are also being trained for this mission that will be taking place in 2040. So they are all gearing up. They are all doing their best to make everything safe and secure for these pilots out there. 4 pilots of Indian Air Force have been selected. And also, what do we have from Gaza? Yes, Israel vows to fight on in Gaza till the very end. So on one hand, yesterday we read the news in yesterday's telecast. I told you that India signed on UNGC agreement that the Israel should stop immediately because there were a lot of casualties, civilian casualties that happened. And thousands and thousands of people have been killed. Civilians, majority of them were civilians also. So India also signed, but then Israel says we will not stop till the very end, till they actually break down Hamas completely. And Hamas still has the capability, although we are seeing the videos of people, naked Palestinians or naked Hamas terrorists actually coming out with their hands behind their head. They are naked, they are just in their undergarments. Reason being, they might carry some explosives also if they are dressed. So that is the reason Israeli army is asking them to remove the clothing and then come out. So also they say we will not stop fighting in Gaza till the very end. And something very similar is happening between Russia and Ukraine also, wherein Russia says we will not stop till the end. So both the countries are taking a very similar stance. There will be no peace in Ukraine, says Vladimir Putin out there. And also moving on, Kerala moved Supreme Court against the centre. Now Kerala has moved to Supreme Court because they say the central government of Bharatiya Janata Party is not giving them financial independence, and Kerala will be in severe trouble in forthcoming times because of this. And Gaddam Prasad elected as Telangana Speaker. So he was nominated yesterday. He filed his nomination, and today unanimously I think he might have been most of the people. He's a very well articulated and very well known in the political fraternity. And moving on to the news from sports, we have India beats South Africa by 106 runs in T20. So what a fantastic performance out there by Surya Kumar Yadav and his team. Surya Kumar Yadav, who notched up his fourth T20 century with a dazzling 100 of just 56 balls, and followed by Tejasvi Jaiswal, 60 of 41 balls. They really did the task for India, and India won the match against South Africa. With that, people, I think I'm done because I need to hand over the mic to our very own Sudarshan from QNews Telugu, and he will be taking on the Andhra news for all of you. So Vijay Rana signing off for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jai Hind.